I think it's like a big part of me is
wrapping up event number 2. Now let's head out to event number 3. It's in Brooklyn. It's the creator event. So that one goes on till 9 p.m. It's currently 7 p.m. So 7:30 p.m. Yeah. So let us head out there and let's go meet the other creators. So 3 different spaces. We started off with education tech, and now we had the AI people, and now we are going to go join the creator people. And being in those 3 different spaces at once, like what I do is I'm a creator, like a content creator, but then at the same time we're in the AI space, and then we're also in the education tech space. And combining all that 3 is just fun. But they're all in their own different spaces. And today's 3 events, they basically can highlight what we're doing. Third event for the day. Love the creator economy, love the energy, love the organizers for this event. The creator event is crazy. I love that's the most high energy event compared to the AI or edtech, and mixing these 3 different worlds is literally so crazy and fun. But the creator one, they're the most creative, because the content they create, it's so different and niche. Like I met creators who make fun of tech, VC, business, and they're all they're amazing. Like, they're so funny, but then at the same time so relatable at the same time, and they're building their business off their content in general. So it's just a different models, because the edtech people, they've been in it for 20 years. They're selling K-12. They're into tech, but not fully tech people. And then you have the AI people who are super into AI, and they're just talking about AI tech, new tools, it's new innovation all the time. And then you have the creator people super creative, and what they're doing is they're relating to people, they have fans, they're building an audience. So it's kind of mixing these 3 different areas that we're trying to do. We're trying to mix these 3 different areas at Gen AIX, so that we can build a community with relatable fans, super fans, and it's a relationship with all our people. At the same time, we're moving with the speed of AI, and then at the same time we're working in the edtech space of teaching is its own art. It requires its own mindset in general. So just being in a teaching space is a different area. So yeah, it's fun. It was amazing. Now finally wrapping it up after 3 events this evening. But the beautiful part is I think Apple did move our app into some sort of different stage. So when I get home, we'll deal with that, and that's progress on getting our app on the Apple Store. So excited for that. Welcome to another day. Today was a Thursday. Thursdays are interview days, and today I had this amazing candidate from my school here in NYC, Baruch, and he was he's so young, but he already had a lot of sales positions since he was 17, and he manages KPIs, does outreach to more than 60 people, around 60 per day, which is crazy. And we did offer him this position, it's an internship. I think this kid has a lot of potential to be a full-time co-founder for this thing. It was exciting when you meet people like this, and if you give them the opportunity. What he wanted an opportunity to expand into enterprise sales in AI or cybersecurity, which does explain this kid knows where the trend is going. But it was amazing. Offered him the role. I do have one interview left for today. And then we did update most of the courses. Now our site is looking better. Our news section is looking better. And we also hit 4K followers on LinkedIn for our company page, which is a big milestone. Last year, this time, we just hit, I think, 1,000. Yeah, we hit 1,000 and we were celebrating it. Now we hit 4,000. Maybe next year, who knows? If we 10x, that's the goal. If you raise money, I'm sure this will 10x. And it's all about sales for us now. We're focusing a lot on sales and marketing, and that should be the focus for the next 3 months, 3, 4, 5 months is fundraising and selling. And we're also reached out to the team we had dinner with, Daring Ventures. They're such an amazing team. They're a new VC based here, but their story is amazing. They have this entrepreneurial route that they're going through as a VC themselves, and maybe reach out to them by the end of maybe this week or next week, and then that could help us, start some conversations about seed. And today I had this, deep realization of what my childhood was like and how I basically got here. So, I had this memory when I was like 5. I used to really I have this vivid memory of when we were kids with my younger brother. I have one younger brother. We used to play city, and then we had this. We used to assume that we had buildings, and we used to go to work with our small little Hot Wheels Ferraris, and then it could be hey, this is your building, this is home. And we used to do that. We used to enjoy playing city and business back before we even knew it was business. But we were just hey, this is your building, this is your house, let's go to work, let's go back home type of shit. And then we grew up with GTA after that. We were in our teens, and in GTA you could literally do anything. And what we used to love to do was in Vice City there was this mansion, Miami style mansion that the house was, and we had this cheat codes where you could put in and you could have millions, and then you basically just explored and had that lifestyle type of stuff we're trying to already mimic in that GTA thingy. And San Andreas, you can fly planes, stuff like that, and we loved that. We were so obsessed with that when we were younger. And basically just this moment somehow came to me today. And my first actual business experience was my mom used to do an import-export between Ethiopia and South Africa during the summers, and then I basically started helping her at 12. She wanted me to go on a trip with her, so I basically saw what she was doing, and I was like, hey, why don't you actually put it on Excel, and you can actually calculate your profits, and you can see which products make sense, which products don't, and you can kind of prioritize this. And somehow doing that and showing her and she actually listened to what I said, and then the numbers actually making sense really showed me the impact of hey, you can actually modernize businesses. And if people actually kind of visualize this before they even got into it, it was better. My weekly analysis, there's a lot of events happening next week, and we're already getting into November, and it's Halloween. But then the amount of tech events that are happening next week is crazy. My calendar is already packed for next week. This week was crazy, but the next week it's also way crazier. A lot of amazing events are coming on. And yeah, this is literally what my calendar looks like for next week. And this is right before even the whole event. So this was what my calendar looked like for this week, which was super an exciting week. And then I was just wrapping up tomorrow. I'm still teaching the kids AI. So I just created a lesson plan for tomorrow. And tomorrow we're teaching them about APIs. What are APIs? And then a visual. So I always give them an activity to, maybe. So tomorrow's activity would be how using Grok they'll import a Maps API into their own website, and then maybe a joke something API or a picture API. That way they can kind of understand what APIs are. And what we always do is we always have Kahoot competitions, so the kids are competing. And when those kids compete, oh my god, bro, they deceive everyone. They're I chose this, and they try to deceive the other. So they're so competitive but so smart at the same time. So I'm just wrapping up lesson plan for tomorrow too, and right after this we'll continue the edit. And even tonight there's a lot of other events happening. I think there's 2 events happening, which is unusual for a Friday to have events. So we might head out to those events if we wrap up our editing. Review for the week today took quite a while, but we made amazing content from today's reflections, and it's amazing. And then also great progress on the edit. We're almost 50% there. And now I'm heading out to an event. So I'm around Wall Street. There's an Ethiopian film. It's an Ethiopian film, but it's a cultural reflection. And this appeared on Loom, and I was like, damn, such a coincidence, I'm I was not expecting to see this. So I'm heading out there. They're doing a film screening where they're highlighting, like, it's a film that highlights culture, beauty. It's something different. It's very artistic. It's in an arts place here in Wall Street. So heading out there, and we'll take you guys along. Made it to the building, and this building is one of the YouTubers I follow, my fam. Her office is in here. It's in Wall Street, and it was like, I was like, whoa, where's this office? It didn't give Wall Street vibes. It was very artistic. Finally, we're out here. So good stuff.
Not doing this, then what am I doing?
I think it's like a big part of me is, I feel like no matter I don't know how long that was.
Something like that. It's like a goal to get in some.
I gotta go get one more.